I just love being in front of a classroom, seeing children get excited about a topic and seeing them enjoy learning.
When I went on to post-secondary school, it was a no-brainer. Teaching was the thing that I wanted to do.
Students who come up to me, I don't remember their faces because they've changed so much, but they remember me and they have turned into terrific citizens in society. And that's really heartwarming.
Prairie Rose School District is a fairly large school district. We're about the size of Switzerland. We're over 25,000 square kilometers. We have just over 3,000 students and almost 300 teachers in our district. This year with the Induction program, we were able to introduce to Prairie Rose culture about 13 new teachers.
Our Induction program has a lot of aspects to it. We certainly have a major emphasis on networking. We want to build some real quality teachers. Because our division has a real emphasis on technology, every classroom has a smartboard, every school has a video conferencing suite. There's an aspect of that that's focused on during the summer program as well.
The effect of my teaching, being able to have a mentor, I find is huge. It is so amazing to be able to have someone that you can go talk to, whether you're having an issue with your class, having an issue with your students, having an issue with the curriculum, or even with different policies that the school has. Being a new teacher, things can be quite overwhelming. And so to have someone that you trust, that you can go to bring up ideas, or even to find out what's going on, is just a huge relief for me. It also affects my students because now I've got someone that I can go to if I've got an idea about a lesson or something that I want to try. She can be my sounding board that I can run these ideas off of. And many times she's already tried these ideas, or she's got a way to tweak it in such a way that would make the lesson much more effective for my students. So as a result, my students, in my opinion, get more effective lessons. And I've had a chance to kind of work out or learn off of the mistakes of another teacher who perhaps have already tried it, so my students don't have to suffer through those same mistakes.
When you're a new teacher, you focus on your lesson plan. And what am I going to teach tomorrow? Because in high school, we've got 80-minute classes. That's a long time to teach, to keep kids on task. And so I think often as first-year teachers, our focus is on that class period. But I guess the neat thing about a protege mentor role is that a mentor is kind of that first person that a protege can feel safe going to. You don't have to, look around for someone and say, well, can I ask this person this question? The safe thing is just to go to your mentor. And because that's expected and the time's there, Scott doesn't have to feel like he's intruding on me because that's my job, is to answer those questions for him.
One of the highlights of the summer induction program is the morning we spend with the new teachers going over routines and procedures. This really will help them start off that first day of school with a comfort zone and set them up for success.
I think one of the biggest things that I've learned through the program, this induction program, as well as having my mentors in the mentorship program, is the fact that I've gained confidence. As a new teacher, I struggled with the fact of the expectations of what was going to be there. I didn't know or have the knowledge, and through this program, I was able to gain insight into what my expectations were and what I needed to do. I had the steps necessary for me to be a successful teacher.
The program stays current basically through evaluation. We evaluate what we do every seminar, we debrief it. We also rely on feedback from those that are participating in the seminars, and we take that information and we look at it, process it, and reevaluate it again to look at where should we go from here. Some things that have come out of that is that we need to draw a little bit more attention to our mentoring program when we first started. So we revamped what we did there, made it a little bit more accountable, and really tried to work on promoting a better relationship between the mentor and then the first-year teacher. And so they have things like the collaborative assessment log where they'll go through this monthly or maybe even daily, just so they stay on track and they're in constant communication with one another. And this just makes that first-year teacher feel much more comfortable and accepted into the teaching profession.
Now that I've successfully completed the third-year induction program, looking back, we were able to do exit interviews, just basically giving feedback about this mentorship program and how it works and what we thought would benefit us or what we would change. And I really, really wanted to point out that the first-year program was phenomenal. It focused on key aspects that we needed and that a lot of teachers, new teachers, aren't aware of. For instance, there was report cards, parent-teacher interviews, things just to prep us and talk and get comfortable with the idea of classroom management and routines and procedures, and just making sure that we figure out what we want for our classroom and how we're going to achieve this by practicing those. And I just think that the first year, as well as the second and third year, growing with my colleagues and allowing us to talk back and forth about our successes and some of our limitations.
I think it gives the first-year teachers a really good start. They have so much on their plate as it is that if they're giving that helping hand of what the routines and procedures of a good classroom would look like, what a good lesson plan looks like, and making sure that they feel comfortable walking in that first day, it makes their entire year much more successful.
It's so refreshing to have someone with new ideas come and say, oh, I'm gonna try this. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, that's a good one. I'll have to try that myself sometime. That's a neat benefit for a mentor.